how about if we try with actual sound?
Oh,
Let's start again. So what's up, everybody? We have a cool episode set up tonight. I'm going to have to trim that at the beginning. Man, that sucks because I got to wait till the next day to trim the beginning of each episode. We are going to talk about gift ideas for not only tattoo enthusiasts, but also tattoo artists. I did throw a little something on there for you, man. So this way we had you covered as well.
I can't believe I already did my strippers and cocaine joke.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, it happens, dude. Got a lot of shit going on in my head, man. So today I got news that they rushed my mom to the hospital again. I'm dealing with Christmas stuff, trying to get episodes done. I actually got the episode done that I've been editing for, I can't even tell you how long it's been. Yeah, so tomorrow at probably around 10 a.m., might be noon, depends. I still have to make the thumbnail for it. I have the episode of my interview that I did at Norfolk with Tattoo Doug, a.k.a. Doug the Thug, a.k.a. Doug the Bug. He went by a bunch of different names, but I tell you what, if you really want to know what it was like to be a tattoo artist at the Pike during the 70s and 80s, you'll want to definitely check out that episode.
This is the
guy. We don't have a lot of those guys around anymore. A lot of those guys have passed away, or so I think if you can give it a minute to let it breathe, it's going to be a fantastic episode for somebody that wants to really know what it was like. Interesting dude, talks real slow because he's old school hippie. You know what I mean? Old school biker, actually. Sometimes it takes him a little bit to get to the story. I tried to edit it up and make it as linear as possible. That was the delay, actually. But fantastic dude to hang out with and talk to. Super happy that I did the episode. So it should be cool, man. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see what happens. But
speaking of the 80s, we had these people in here yesterday. I was tattooing, and the guy's girlfriend wants to be an FBI agent. So I mentioned, and we were talking about horror movies, and I'm like, yeah, what do you think of Silence of the Lambs? Right? Now, okay. She's like a 20-something-year-old student at Rutgers in New Jersey.
She probably never even seen it.
Looked at me like, huh? I might as well have said, what do you think of The Searchers by John Wayne? What do you think of James Cagney and White Heat or
Wow.
Public Enemy? Or, I mean, Silence of the Lambs, dude.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
look, man, not everybody's going to get the it puts the lotion in the basket.
How? I mean, how?
You would think, with the Buffalo Bob references that you see on Instagram and all that they would at least looked it up by now. And whatever, Buffalo Bill, whatever. Who knows what his name is? It don't matter.
Because
the guy that tucks.
Right. Because he skins his humps.
I forgot to mention this last week. I hit 11 years clean and sober.
Congratulations.
Huge, achievement for myself. Not patting myself on the back, but I just wanted to mention it.
Puts the big book on the skin, or else it it gets the hose again.
Yeah. But so that was a big thing for me, and it's one of those things. You and I talked about it. Mike that hangs out here at the shop talked about it. Talked about it with the wife. It's one of them things where, dude, like when it comes around that time of year, dude, I get a little weird, a little wonky. But hey, it is what it is, right? At least I'm clean and sober. That's all that matters. I don't know why I'm talking so fast, but I feel like I'm trying to catch up now that I spent the first 2 minutes talking with no sound. Anyhow,
I think it was more like 45 seconds.
Whatever. It felt like an eternity. I do want to say that I also got my gift, my box, I should say, not gift, because I did purchase it.
You got your box?
Yeah. From Almanac Metals. And I want to bring that up for you all real quick if I can, if my system will let me. Super awesome. I'm stoked that I bought it. Looks awesome. The packaging was incredible. Tobias and his crew down there at Almanac Metals did a fantastic job. So this is what it looks like. It came in. You already saw. I sent you a
Mm-hmm.
picture of it. Cool little certificate of authenticity. The box is super cool with the Lyle Hardy emblem on that. Gave me a little sticker. You got the piece of silver, and then he threw in a little extra copper or brass. I can't remember which one it was. He's in the chat, so he could tell me. Um, you know, Another little extra bar, which was cool. I was like, "Yo, what's this?" When I opened it, because he had it like boxed up separately. Which is kind of what brought me into doing the episode tonight of doing gift ideas. Obviously, I bought that for myself. I figured it was a cool little investment or whatever, but uh, it's something that we could talk about, and we got enough tattoo enthusiasts in here. We got a couple tattoo artists that hang in here, so that's why I figured we would do a little bit of everything.
So, like, just as a poll of like the people that are online with us and you, right? Now, are you like a buy other people gifts kind of guy, or are you like buy another person a gift, buy yourself a gift, buy another person a gift?
No, man, I'm definitely a buy other people um, type of person, especially for Christmas. I figured because, which is also makes it very hard to buy something for me, because I'm the type of person that if I want it, I'm gonna either buy it if I have the money, or I'm gonna put money aside to buy it. So by the time Christmas rolls around, which ironically is the same time my birthday rolls around, I really don't want or need anything.
So you're like a Christmas saver. You're not like the rest of us who are like, oh my god, it's
Uh,
December 1st.
no, no, no,
Where are
no,
we gonna get the money?
no. Well, I have been in the past, yeah, for sure. I remember, dude, I was broke. I was so broke one year. Um, the only reason I had money to buy gifts, and this was right after I got out of the music business, so there was this shift in income,
Right.
making a shit ton of money to making absolutely nothing, right? I was so broke. I was not only living in the ghetto of Trenton, New Jersey, but I was broke, broke, broke. And I bought a freaking scratch off, and I won like $500.
There you go.
And I was like, the
Merry
gods have
Christmas.
spoken, dude. Merry Christmas. There you go.
Because after every Christmas, I say to myself, you know what, Justin, you're going to put away $25 a week. So come November 15th, you're going to have something stacked. Because I mean, I got a 12-year-old
Yeah.
who doesn't understand, right? I don't, doesn't understand that when she was 9 and she got 10 $30 gifts, right? That's equal to, say, a virtual reality Oculus that costs, say, $300, right? She doesn't understand that kind of math.
Now she
She's
wants like $300 gifts.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
doesn't work that way.
Nope.
Man, like I envy people that have those Christmas clubs or whatever, where they like tuck away
A
five
little bit
bucks
of
a
bread.
check
Yeah.
or 25 a check. I just did not, dude. I don't have that. So
I by the way am the buy a gift for you, buy a gift for me kind of guy. I do pretty well at Christmas.
no, I mean, I've never really been like that. I enjoy actually giving people gifts. I think it's cool to see their reaction, especially if it's something that you find unique for the person you're buying the gift for.
Yep.
I really think that that's a cool feeling to see that. And, I don't know. I'm just not one of those people. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like getting gifts, but I think I get more out of it giving somebody a gift than getting a gift. Unless it's like some fat, you know, gift that you're like, holy crap, dude, no way.
Oh, I thought you were going to say unless it's like some fat person that I
No,
don't want to give a gift to.
no, 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 no.
I was going to take that personal.
Any right? No, that's not the case. Another quick update for you all. It was not Sarah. It was not me last week. There was actually a problem with the program EV Mox. I went on after I sat down at the house and because I was ready to rip these guys a new one, to be like, I still might actually. Uh, there really was a problem last week with EV Muck's program. So I don't know, man. I know they're new. I know they got they're better than StreamYard supposedly and all this other stuff, but we still are on the fence and might wind up going that route anyway. But I was pretty annoyed because I was like, man, there was a lot of people that posted that they had guests that were scheduled to be on that week and they couldn't get on and blah blah blah. Look, dude, we're a little rinky dink live stream. You know what I mean? We're lucky we break 20 people on here. But there's people out there that have hundreds of thousands of live streamers that come on to their, and if they couldn't get their stuff on, I'm sure they lost revenue, they lost money. I mean, like a slew of different things. There's a guy I found out today. He's a Twitch streamer. He averages like 700,000 people on his live stream. Good God, dude. You'd have to have a freaking army of 20, 30 people just to be your moderators. To kick the,
Mhm.
man, I can't even. That'd be awesome. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I want to be that big, but looks like we got a good group of people in already. And I did reach out to Sarah, by the way, and told her that, hey, if you wanted to pop in real quick, I felt bad, man. You know what I mean? I feel like I kind of stole that from her, but it wasn't my fault. But it's how I roll, man. I'm a good dude. What do I say? Not pat my. I can't even. I got a bad shoulder. Anyway, so we got a cool group of people on
On the spiral staircase.
now. So we got Chris, moderator Nikki, Tom's in,
2 songs away.
Bill O'Connell hanging out with us tonight. He said, I can't hear you guys. I think we fixed it though. We're good. Sarah made it in. She said she was going to be driving. So Fudo hanging out. Tobias hanging out. Said, I nearly missed you guys again. And he said, good vibes to my mom. Thank you, dude. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but we'll find out. I just hope I don't find out during the middle of the stream here. And then we'll get to you guys' comments in a bit, but we already see people dropping. So let's get into this gift idea, man. Justin looked at me like, really, dude, we're going to do gifts? I don't know. I was kind of struggling for an episode this week, man. I had too much stuff going on. I swore. Making a conscious effort not to. Sure, I'm going to blow that out of the window here shortly, but
I understand, man, because after the I had a stint removal this week on Tuesday, and I thought I was just gonna I don't realize how my age. I thought I was just gonna walk it off. I was wrecked. I was wrecked for 2 days.
I tried telling you, dude.
Just slept.
And you didn't want to listen. But man, hey.
I still think I'm strong like bull.
Unfortunately, dude, it don't work like that no more. So I'm gonna try to bring up the first screen to talk about our first gift. Now, there's a whole slew of different things out there.
Endsville Tattoo gift certificates.
But I figured we'd compile a list of different things, maybe not necessarily the exact product. Because some of this stuff that we're going to talk about is, there's multiple vendors, stuff like that. But the first one,
I bet you I thought of something that you didn't think of. I'll tell you when we're done with the list.
Yeah, it'd be cool, man. I mean, kick in. Anybody out in the crowd that has an idea too, throw it in. I'm all about it. First one, a little shameless plug. You can get a subscription to Inkvasion magazine, who just happens to be featuring Tattoos and Review.
Nice.
I mean, shameless plug, but hey, why not? They have digital copies of their magazine that you could do. They got all kinds of different interesting articles. This month we happen to have Troy Temple on
Mr. Temple
in the current episode or magazine, I should say. But yeah, man, you could get digital copies or buy a subscription to Invasion magazine, and
I think he tattooed me twice. I know for sure he tattooed me once, but I think maybe twice
okay.
when he was still just tattooing at Philly Eddie's.
Um, there's other tattoo magazines out there too that you could get. Inked magazine. Um, they're the only
Is
two I could think of off the top of my
is
head,
Skin and
but
Ink still
I don't know. I'd have to Google it. But
international tattoo art?
I mean, I don't even know anymore, man, because nobody. Um, even though I
No,
just
no, no.
not a lot of people don't read magazines anymore. So I don't if they have went digital, possibly. Um, so
I mean, I know Tattoo Life, Mickey Valiento's magazine is still up and running,
okay.
and he's it's a quality magazine, a little pricier.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, so back in the day, that was a lot of, up and coming tattoo artists' goals, right? Was to get your stuff featured in one of the tattoo magazines.
Hmm.
And, like I said, unfortunately, I don't know if there's any, too many in print these days.
I'm gonna do a quick search to see.
But I figured that would be a cool gift to buy somebody for Christmas, man. You're looking for a last minute gift idea. You could buy them copies of some tattoo magazines. I figured we'd start at the, I don't know, less expensive, gifts and work our way down. And again, some of these are going to be for regular people like me and some people that are listening, the enthusiasts. And then there's going to be some stuff for like tattoo artists. So you might want to buy your tattoo artist a gift.
I don't think it's on there anymore. I don't think it's printing anymore. International Tattoo Art does not seem to be printing.
Okay.
So if you want vintage copies, I know a guy.
Do you? Um,
You know, vintage copies of Easy Rider magazines. If you go on eBay, they'll usually say what David Mann centerfold they have in there.
mhm,
I mean, they go for some of them for like the nicer artwork ones.
right.
I mean, they're $20 a magazine.
Again, that'd be another cool gift, right? To buy somebody. The next thing that I have up is they're tattoo tarot cards. And I know you have them here at your shop.
Skin and Ink magazine is still
Still in print?
still in print.
Okay.
Yes, there's actually 2 or 3 decks of tattoo tarot cards.
Okay.
There's like a more new school tattoo tarot card, and then there's one that's it's more traditional. It has a more traditional sort of border even.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one is called Ink and Intuition. So
Yeah.
you know, again, another cool product. Even if you're a tattoo artist or you're a shop owner, something cool to have in your lobby while people are waiting. You know what I mean? Something I saw it and went, well, that's cool. I mean, you already have it. So,
I mean,
not something I could buy you, but
I also have 2 Magic 8 balls in my lobby. The one you can't read anymore because there's bubbles in it, so it's super damaged. I
okay,
just keep that one out for the entertainment value. People being like, "What does it say? What does it say?"
okay. Um, next thing that I thought would be a really cool gift for actually a tattoo artist or just an enthusiast. Um, I actually own one of these, and you can actually buy the blueprints for the Samuel O'Reilly
Got
patent.
him.
Yeah. So you got a friend out there that's a tattoo shop owner or a tattoo artist that thought would be cool, or somebody that's an enthusiast. That's a really cool gift to have, man.
Throw them in a frame with a mat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just anything, any gift you throw it in a frame with a mat, just makes
dude,
it so much nicer.
you got a couple extra grand in your pocket. You throw in a little machine in there in the shadow box. Hey, you never know, right?
Yeah, I think Shane's selling Jonesy machines.
I saw him. He had a slew of them that he had laid out on his table or whatever. But again, another cool little gift for either the artist or enthusiast. I actually have some of these that are Harley Davidsons.
Yes,
Matter of fact, I think on some of my first couple videos where it's just me doing history or whatever,
you can see
you
them.
can see them in the background. I have a couple of Harley ones that I bought years and years ago. Um,
For the record, too, a good gift for Buck is pictures of midgets.
no,
Excuse me, a picture of little people.
yeah, I don't think you're allowed to
Say
see.
midget. I didn't mean it. If there's any midgets in the audience,
Not to offend.
not to offend.
Um,
Went over this.
so the next one that I thought was a cool one, and this could be for anybody really, because you know nothing for nothing, but if you're getting tattoos, you need this product. And I know that Fat Cracker, he's not on tonight, but he swears by this stuff. Hustle butter, a little bit of ointment to get rid of that ashy skin. Now's that time of year, man, especially in December, dude. Looking all ashy and nasty. Perfect time to buy some hustle butter.
Nice.
So maybe one of these days I'll be lucky enough to be sponsored by such a product. That would
Yes,
be
an excellent product.
so. You never know, right? And again, like I said, we're going from products to okay, that's
So
cool.
I remember years ago, H2 Ocean, they put out a catalog for their stuff, and they used like tattoo fetish models.
Okay,
And I've never used H2 Ocean in my
but
life,
you wanted to buy it,
but I wanted to. I mean, it was brilliant. It was a brilliant little catalog.
dude. Look, man, whether we want to admit it or not, you know, sex sells.
And I think with Tattoo Goo, you used to be able to get your shop. You had the option of getting stickers sent with the Tattoo Goo with like your shop information on it, in case you wanted to like give it out for aftercare.
Okay, yeah, actually, yes, I do remember that. Um, I was just at a shop somewhere that did that. I'm drawing a blank. It'll come to me. Um, I've never seen this product, but just so everybody knows, it is Inked Magazine was talking about it, and it's called the Tool, I guess is how you pronounce it. I have no clue. Apparently, it's like an abrasion machine that takes your dead skin off and it has a little vacuum that sucks it up. So it's almost like the cheese grater that people have for their feet, for their heels. Ah, ah, that skeeves me out. But apparently, this is will bring the life back into your tattoos by getting rid of dead skin on top. I don't know if it's something that I would buy, but I figured it was something worthy of throwing out there. You never know, man. Uh, there's also products that you can buy by a couple different companies. Mad Rabbit, I think even Hustle Butter. That company has. They sell like abrasion cream that's got like some kind of grit to it. It's got some other kind of chemical stuff in it that gets rid of dead skin. It's supposed to make your people don't there's so we got to remember that there's people out there that are bougie that want their tattoos to look pristine all the time,
No, dude. If
and then there's people that just don't.
I mean, when I shave my arms, a couple times in the course of my life, I've shaved my arms, and you can see my sleeves much better. You lather them up with some moisturizer.
So there you go, man. You shave
Yeah.
them up, and then you hit them with some abrasion cream or that tattoo
Yeah.
thing. I don't even know. I've never even seen that before, dude.
I would need a shear. I would need shears before I actually use those to just get the monkey hair off my arms, the ape fur.
Yeah, right.
Sullen.
Um, so I thought, you know, everybody's always looking for shirts, hoodies, hats. Um, I think that there's numerous tattoo shops, numerous different vendors Um, I actually own a shirt from what's it, Cartel Inc. that I bought. Probably the biggest one right now is these guys from Sullen. They got the market kind of cornered, man. Not only do they have badass looking shirts and hats, but they got some other cool stuff. Flannels. They got cool jackets. They all have some type of tattoo design on them,
And
either
it's
on the front
pretty
or back.
and it's pretty far across the range, which is one of the things I like about Sullen. Like they will have traditional tattoos on their stuff. They'll have black and gray. They'll have, the it's a pretty wide range.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah,
pigeonhole themselves into one kind of thing.
for sure. I mean, I've seen them where they've got like the Chicano Cholo stuff, as you said, the American traditional stuff. Um,
I actually have a really early Sullen shirt that Jack Rudy designed. It was like Sullen and I used to buy Good Time Charlie Cartwright their shirts every time I went to New York for the New York convention.
okay,
And the one year it actually said Sullen on it.
right. And I again, this isn't hey, we're pushing Sullen, but it was just a big one that I went, okay, well, we could throw that out there, and then it'll give you the idea to possibly go out to, maybe your local shop or, Cartel Inc. There's other places that you can get them. Eventually, we're going to have our own stuff here on Tattoos and Review. We're going to have new Tattoos and Review shirts, and we're going to have some Two Fat Guys in a Tattoo Shop shirts. So, maybe not this year for Christmas, but next year, or, just to buy a shirt. Just saying.
One of my new favorite companies for gear is Loser Machine. It's called Loser Machine.
Okay. I've never
Yeah,
heard of it.
it's small and support good times. That's another good one.
Okay.
That's more like motorcycles though.
Yeah. I mean, you can always find good, most of the time, you can find good motorcycle stuff. But we have some more stuff that we can share with you guys. I just wanted to get to some of these comments because we got a bunch of people that have chimed in, and you know how we like to make sure we have our viewers' voices heard. Um,
Do you feel like your voice is being heard by two fat guys in a tattoo
there's a
shop?
bunch of people that congratulated me on the you know anniversary of being sober. Bill O'Connell said, "Awesome being sober, Buck. I've been sober in February, 30 years."
Congratulations, Bill.
He said, "You could stay that way, bro. Thank you, and congratulations to you." Yes. Um, Nikki, our moderator, said, "I buy for everyone but myself, but I make note of things I want because my birthday is in February." There you go. A lot of people congratulating Bill. Drag shows up. Hey, amigos, D Tattoo.
Hey, amigo.
What's going on there, Drag? He said, "I bought my daughter a new tattoo gun and some stuff." Interesting. He called it Europe. Here in Europe, we have a little problem. He said, "Here in Europe, we have a lot of little people." All right. Good. Noted. Noted.
So go out there, take pictures of them, and send them to Buck. He loves it.
Tobias said, "You described that foot cheese grater in the most disgusting way possible." Yeah.
I like to use a belt sander on the bottom of my feet.
Well, some of you people out there got some horrible, horrible feet, dude. You snatch salmon out of a stream, dude. Fudo, 90 weight gear oil, fantastic tattoo preservation, lubrication. Works great on your shovel head too. There you go. Tobias said, "Built for speed tattoo in Florida. have badass merch.
Mhm.
Jim squared me away with a free shirt last time I popped in. There you go. That's what I'm saying. So there's tons of places out there. Like I know Tattoo Tony, he has some awesome merch down at his store. RC's got good merch. Then you have people like Eric Perfect, who does some amazing on canvas paintings. Um, they're expensive, but it's art. It's but he does some freaking awesome paintings that are very American traditional focused. So if you are, you want to check him out on Instagram, he always throws up new stuff that he's got for sale. So
So years ago, I was at a little art gallery in New Hope, and I see they're selling these Geishli. I guess they're called Geishli prints
yeah, yeah,
of um of this artist named Mark Ryan, and there's uh no, is it Mark Ryan? Mark Ryan, and they're selling them for like $150. And I think, yo, my man's made it. That's real good. That's wow. And then I hear that he has an art show in New York. So Mark Ryden. So I went up to New York and discovered that his paintings actually sell for about $250,000
right. So you're buying the Geckley print,
print. Yeah.
which is
So I mean, I'm thinking my man's made it because he's got the Geckley prints for like 150. And yeah, I had no idea that lowbrow artists, like they used to call, the lowbrow stuff, was really it was appreciated in the
yeah.
fine art world.
I mean, dude, I would love to have like a Bob Roberts painting or
Oh yeah.
Ed Hardy painting
Who's the
or
guy that does the Tool
Alex
stuff?
Gray.
Alex Gray.
Yeah, man, I'd never be able to afford any of his stuff. I mean, it's there's always a possibility of getting at least a print of
Right.
artists' stuff. So it's a good way of at least procuring it until you get rich and win the Powerball or whatever, and you can afford it. I mean,
Didn't they disassemble a wall that had a Banksy on it?
yeah. So there's been a couple of them, um, and then there's been a couple that they didn't tear down the wall themselves, but they actually put like a piece of plexiglass or some kind of scratch slash you know smash proof
Yeah.
glass. When I was at the graffiti tunnel in London, there's one when you first walk in the one entranceway, and that's what they did. They put a piece of glass over it, so you couldn't spray paint over it, and it couldn't be messed with. But yes, they have done that. There's also been Banksy. He made a painting, and I'd have to look it up. I think it was like 5 years ago. It might be longer now. That he put in a Sotheby's auction, and he must have been sitting in the audience, or a friend of his was sitting in the audience, and it was this cool painting, and it had this weird frame. So you're looking at it and you're going, wow, that's got a really weird frame. And then all of a sudden, like at the bottom was like this box, this like gold kind of weird box, right? And I was like, "Oh, well, maybe that's where, like, the lights were in it or whatever." So the dude hits the gavel and he says, "Oh, man, it's sold for" don't quote me on this, but, like, $2,000,000, but it was something like that. It might have been more. And as soon as the dude hits the gavel and goes, "Sold, $2,000,000 to the gentleman in the back,"
The painting shreds?
it shredded. It kinda went and it shredded, and it was, like, left hanging. So, like, maybe a quarter of it wasn't shredded. It wasn't shredded all the way, just hanging there, and people were gasping. But talk about a total "F to, you know"
Did you know that he used to a couple times he hung his art in museums
Yeah.
himself? Just like little
Yeah, like he
piece.
snuck in and yeah. There's a there's a school of thought that he's actually
More than one person?
no, he's he's in a band, I think it's Massive Attack from over in the UK. They think it's they tried to narrow it down or whatever, but, um, I don't, unless he ever comes and confesses or his close inner circle people confess, nobody's ever going to figure that out, dude. I mean, he's just like graffiti artists that are out there now, dude, that, under the dark of night, they sneak out and like you always, dude. So we live in Philly, so we're graced with some of probably the greatest graffiti out there. New York, LA, they all have their, crews and whatnot. Uh, but I can tell you right now, man, I mean, we got graffiti in Philly. Like, if you're riding down 95, I don't know how they do it, but they get up on the signs and paint it.
Yeah.
So, like, the signs that are going over the overpass will be 95 South or 95 North, and somebody has the balls to get up there to spray paint that sucker, man. I'm like, I mean, man, I think, depending on the graffiti, it looks like either good or it looks bad. But to have the stones to do that, man, no, thank you. I'll pass. I'd be puking.
So I used to ride the train, the New Jersey Transit, and there was
Jesus.
there was a sign on there about unruly behavior, and it was fairly long. And I'd read them because I was just bored, on the train. And I happened to one train ride catch that someone had written. Normally, it said you will be expelled from the train, and somebody had written, and then you will be spanked vigorously. But they wrote it in such a way that it looked like it was a
It,
typed.
like it matched.
Yeah, it matched. So if you weren't actually like reading it, you would never notice. And I thought, wow,
We've come a long way.
we've come a long way. You've come a
Interesting.
long way, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be a huge fan of graffiti back when I was a kid, man. I thought it was the coolest stuff. I still do, actually. I think that the tagging thing's a little weak, but whatever. Um, so this takes us to our next set of gifts that I thought were really cool. And I pulled up two specific artists. Now, again, there's other people that do this stuff, but I've ran into both of these gentlemen at tattoo conventions, and I think that they do some pretty fantastic stuff. And the first one that I'm going to pull up and share with everybody, and you can go to this guy directly and buy it. It's Herfer hand painted signs.
Mm-hmm.
He has some really cool stuff, man, and a lot of it is very American traditional kind of look to them. As you can see here, like this panther, the dagger with the snake. Not only does he do signs, but he does like hats and other stuff. He does I'm drawing a blank on what they're called. The cling film stuff, like the big head stuff that they used to sell with the NFL players and that. It's that kind of thing where they can kind of like stick on any kind of wall. So very cool stuff. Amazing work. Hand painted. The dude that owns it is super cool. Very nice to talk to. If you ever see him at a convention, man, he's always selling signs and stuff like that. And they're not crazy expensive, man. So that's a solid gift to get somebody that is an enthusiast or owns a shop. So that was the first one that I wanted to bring up tonight. And then the next one is I know you're a huge fan of this next one. So another one with like some really, really cool art, man. Um, so this guy is from Iowa, McKeague Art. He's a
Darren.
tattoo artist, but he also sells, different prints.
And they're really his prints are really reasonably priced.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like some of these here that I'm looking at are they're they go from $20 to up to 2,000. But he's got a lot of really cool stuff, and for anybody out there that might even be hey, check that out. Who is that? Tobias, man. Thank you, dude. Much appreciated. The the cool thing is that he also caters to people that are Um, tattoo people, biker. He's considered to be like the next David Mann. Um, he has some really cool art. So it's definitely worthy of checking out if that's something you're into. Um, the next one up is a little bit heavy, but I think it's a fantastic gift, especially if you got somebody in your crew or whatever that's a tattoo artist that hey man, you got a little extra cheddar, maybe you hit the Powerball, maybe you hit the numbers on your local lottery. But this guy has been doing this for a long time. I'm trying to pull it up. Bear with me. And he builds some amazing machines, dude. Mike Pike.
Yes.
So he always has machines that you could purchase. He's online actively, Instagram, stuff like that. Um, so he's got machines that he builds himself, handmade. Um, I think he also, and correct me if I'm wrong, every once in a while will, have machines that are, historic, right?
Hmm.
Um, there's plenty of people out there that are machine builders. Tattoo Tony, what's it, Kevin Reich, um,
Paul Davis.
Paul Davis, yeah, Ernie Crawford's son. There's Scott Force. I think he goes by Chiefsman. Um, man, tons of people out there. It's an expensive gift, obviously, but like Drag's in here. He's a tattoo artist. You're a tattoo artist, so we got a couple tattoo artists in here. There you go. Great gift for somebody that's hey man, you buy your tattoo artist a cool machine, and
And then there's places like
maybe they kick in and give you some free
free,
tattoos.
and then there's places like a workhorse irons,
Mm-hmm.
Icon Device, different supply houses will sell gift certificates.
Right.
Some of that, so some places will sell gift certificates um, to anybody, but to use the gift, and you got to be careful about this. But to use a gift certificate, you have to be a tattooer,
Right.
unless you're getting like a book or a T-shirt or something.
Yeah. And
Some
then
people do vet who they sell their machines to.
there's also out there there's guys that are very well known for selling historic machines as well.
Yeah,
um
and
and
that gets pricey.
that definitely gets pricey, but you brought up a very good which is my last but not least one, because I felt as though it was the most important, and it benefits not only your tattoo artist but the person you're giving it to, is going to your favorite tattoo shop and buying gift certificates. People don't think about that, man, but, you know, you got a friend out there that uses the same tattoo artist all the time. You go in there and you throw $100 down on a gift certificate for them, and, they can use it towards their next tattoo, man. It's a great gift to get.
In most places, because it's December, it's wintertime.
Right.
Most guys will like. I'll usually throw a little bit extra on. You give me $100, gift certificate might say 150, 125. Just to like, Merry Christmas, man.
Throw it a little extra.
Yeah,
Yeah, spread it a little.
little love.
There you go, man. I mean, that's, to me, it's a perfect gift. Um, we also check that out. Sarah with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Sarah. Much appreciated.
10 p.m. products is a great gift to give.
Yeah, there you go, man. 10
anything
p.m. products.
anything they sell.
10 p.m. creations.
10 p.m. creations.
There you go.
Yeah,
Almanac Metals, perfect place to buy your silver and gold needs. And look, it's going to be huge. It's a great gift, right? To receive, but it's also very helpful for tattoo artists that right now it's a little slow for them. So you're kind of putting money on the books for them for future work that's going to get done. So you said you probably had one or two that I didn't bring up. So
Hmm.
shoot, go ahead, man.
So,
And if you hold on, if you're out there, first off, hit the like for us, spread it. Let's get some more people in here. And then second of all, uh, throw into chat what you feel as though would be a great tattoo enthusiast or tattoo artist gift, and go.
so art supplies, art supplies,
I had it. I had it on my list. Damn it, dude.
watercolor paper, watercolor block, acrylic paint, Dr. Martin's watercolor, black ink, good brushes. I mean, something as simple as like watercolor paintbrushes, they can get they can get pricey.
Okay.
Like a watercolor block, a good piece of watercolor block. It's not a cheap
Colored
investment.
pencils, markers,
Yeah,
grease pens, not grease
not
pens.
green. I don't
Uh,
know. I
uh,
would think watercolors, liquid acrylics. A lot of people use that when they paint their flash. Um, Black ink to get that like nice smooth shading in there. Probably, I guess, to be fair-handed, art products for like the iPad, because there's all kinds of packages that you can get, like the traditional shading package, the brush stroke pack. There's just all that stuff that you can get, which I'm not familiar with personally, because that's not my bag, but I know it's out there.
so Chris just said books and gift certificates, and for some reason I must have xed out of it or whatever, but I did have books on here. Um, there are some fantastic books that have just come out over the past couple months for people that might be interested in tattoo history, flash history, even just cool like pictures of tattooed people. Like the one that I'm off the top of my head right now is that Matt Lauder has a brand new book of got some tattoo history stuff, but he's got some really cool pictures in there of some pretty big name tattooed people or artists, tattoo artists. There's one that's out. It's over in the UK. It's like the history of early history of British tattooing. So it's got like all like really 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 old tattoo artists from Britain in it.
There's Belzell books
Bezel Books, right? She's got tons of different books.
and Book Mistress with
Book Mistress,
with the
yep.
tattoo archive.
Um,
Dana has the Don Nolan book.
yeah,
The Don Nolan book looks nice.
and Dana also has the Dana Brunson family, the one that I got.
Hmm.
Awesome book, man. It's amazing. Um, the Lyle Tuttle book that just came out, the Skulls collection. Um,
And so I've bought books both from the Book Mistress and from Wendy at Bezel, and she was really pretty chill. I bought the third volume of the Spider Murphy stuff from her, and she wasn't able to send it out on the day that she said she would send it out on. So I got like a handwritten note from her and a Jack Armstrong, like just a little Jack Armstrong flash book, like biker tattooer from the '70s,
yeah, yeah,
but very like very down to earth.
dude.
Yeah,
Ironically enough, man, Doug, Tattoo Doug talks about Jack Armstrong and Sarah or Susie McCabe during his interview that'll be out tomorrow. Keep an eye out. Um, Sarah said that there's lots of tattoo coloring books available as well.
absolutely.
Dude, Chris Hawkins, thank you, man. Much appreciated.
Thank
The
you.
$10 super chat. Fat Cracker, what's up, man? Artemis Inc. He said. I don't know what that is, dude.
It's a kind of I want to say kind of watercolor.
I don't know. Let us know, Fat Cracker. What's up, by the way?
I mostly use Dr. Martens.
Ah, there you go. Fat Cracker said, here you go. Tattooed sneakers, bags, backpacks, leather vests. My man's always thinking, dude. You should change your name from Fat Cracker to Fat Cracker Hustle. Dude, you're the man. Um,
And then on the other side too, another gift that really can be relatively inexpensive is there's all kinds of sheets of flash on eBay. Some of them for as low as $10. Some of them obviously a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
There's a lot of groups on Instagram that
right,
sell tattoo art and stuff like that. You know, you take a vintage tattoo sheet, throw it in a frame with a mat, just like anything else. Looks nicer, classes it up a little bit.
right. That's a good call, man. I mean, I always think that Flash is expensive, but it's you could find some stuff out there that's look, dude, you're not talking about buying like Owen Jensen or
No.
Sailor Jerry original Flash. I mean, you can get copies of it fairly cheap, but I'm not talking about original stuff. But there's stuff out there that's priced reasonable.
So there was a guy from the UK named Vince Ray, and Vince Ray was an artist that did a lot of like rockabilly, hot rod theme stuff, and he has a set of Flash on eBay now for like $22 for 8 sheets.
Okay.
And it's if you got like the rockabilly vibe in your shop, man,
Even
it's
if you're just
excellent investment.
you wanna spruce up your man cave or your she shed. You know what I
She
mean?
shed,
Yeah, man. There's women out there that got their own little personal. Yo, $10 from Bill O'Connell. Thank you, brother.
thanks.
Much appreciated, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You ever notice
It is
when
the season of giving.
you ever notice when you're in a long term relationship,
Yeah.
she has her stuff and it's your shit. And then with a lot of my friends, I have noticed that somehow their shit will take up less and less space as the relationship goes on. There are exceptions to the rule. Not
Okay.
everybody,
Not everybody.
but it might start out as a room,
You
and then by the time the guy's an old man, he's got like half a closet. It's
well,
just super condensed.
most older gentlemen have their little escape pod area, whether it be a garage or a shed or their buddy's house,
Right.
whatever. I think that's every relationship though, dude. But anyway, the flash idea is a great idea, man. I mean, like, hey, look, you might have a game room or something in your house where you want to put up some cool flash or an office. Um, can't go wrong with buying flash for somebody for Christmas. I mean, really, I think the books are probably the most accessible to almost anybody that's listening right now, and there's some fantastic books out there. Even if you're not a reader, man, like, um, I don't remember what it's called. I'm not a reader at all. I mean, I have to for research and whatnot, but to sit down and like just plop down and read a book, not happening, bro.
Absolutely.
Not
I love
happening.
it. I
Uh,
love reading.
but I saw, I don't remember what it's called, but it was the Paul Rogers like Chronicles or something like that, or travel log, or where I guess his family or he did maybe before he passed put together this book, and it's a lot of pictures of him just like traveling around the country and going to different tattoo shops and stuff like that. Really cool. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
I have a copy of that.
there's a lot of cool historical stuff out there that you could get books wise. Um, I think that even like just recently, Michelle from Daredevil, she released her Statue of Liberty. Wow, I totally just fumbled
Statute
that.
of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty flash book, with different American traditional flash that just, revolves around the Statue of Liberty, not the statute.
So from my
I think it's
oldest,
all the drones, dude.
is
All
that
the
what it is?
drones that are flying around are messing with my brain waves, dude. We live in the impact zone, the mecca of drone hysteria right now. It's crazy.
So for my oldest daughter's boyfriend, he's a drummer, and his favorite drummer is the mighty Bill Ward from
Okay.
Black Sabbath. That's that's the whole reason I like that dude.
Okay.
Just that fact alone,
He's
right? So just as an idea, I printed out like a picture of Bill Ward,
okay.
put it in a little frame, and then I wrote before I framed it, I wrote on the bottom to Eric, my favorite drummer, love Bill. And that's going to be the dude's Christmas present. Be like,
Nice.
look, here's an autographed picture from Bill Ward.
Nice. Dude, I just saw it was I think it's called the Grim Collective. It's on YouTube. The guy goes to famous murder houses, or uh, authors that wrote books, horror books, or actually he does a little bit of everything now. But he was in Birmingham, dude, and there's a bench in Birmingham, UK, that is, it's where Black Sabbath is from.
Yeah.
And you could sit on this bench, and it's got the bust of each one of the members, and then it's like, on the bottom of the bench, it's like, made in Birmingham and the year. And then, so if like me and you were there, right? I don't know how we would do it, because we would,
Yeah.
we'd have to squeeze in there somehow so you could see all the four heads. But if so, me and you were sitting on the bench and we want a picture, and you didn't want to ask somebody to take the picture for you because they're going to steal your camera. They got a thing. It's like a on the pole where you scan it and you can control the camera and take a picture.
Nice.
How cool is that, dude? I'm like, oh man. And then you get to like Ozzy's house and stuff like that. But
Oh, the house
the
he
house
grew
he
up
grew
in.
up in. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Not his house where he's, living now currently.
In LA, probably, right?
No, I think he moved back. He moved back
Really?
to England. Yeah, I think so. I think they were saying when he got sick, they were he moved back. But
So Lemmy, right?
used to drink like a fish at the bar right down the street from
The Whiskey A
the
Go
Whiskey
Go.
a Go Go.
So, or no, the Rainbow Room. He drank at the Rainbow Room. So Lemmy's ashes are being given to like people that he liked in little bullets,
Mhm.
but they're also being put in places that he liked to go. So there's a strip club in London. I forget what the name of it is, but that's the latest recipient of Lemmy's ashes. And they've actually like built a little thing in there, like a little shrine. They got the Lemmy urn.
Nice.
So Lemmy's
Um, but yeah, man, I think we covered a good amount of different gifts that you could possibly buy for holiday season for your tattoo enthusiast or artist. Um, I mean, look, tons of stuff out there, from books to signs to shirts to hats to tattooed sneakers to products themselves, man. I think that the biggest one again is gift certificates for your favorite artist, whether it's for a friend or whatever. Support your local tattoo artists, and spread some wealth. It's a shitty time of year for tattooing, the down season of tattooing right now. But you know, I think we covered it pretty well.
one year my ex-wife had gotten me tattoo the tattoo flashbook from Don Hardy, and somehow she had. It's not so much that she got me the book; it's the fact that she had it delivered on Christmas Eve, which I cannot imagine what ungodly amount of money she had to pay to get it shipped to arrive on Christmas Eve.
That's awesome, dude.
And
See what I'm saying,
that
man?
was like,
It's the thought. It
yeah,
it it doesn't have to be the most extravagant gift, man. It could be something that somebody even drew or put together themselves, and it was just the thought that went into it is so awesome that it doesn't need to be that crazy expensive gift, man. I don't know. It's just the way I look at it. But um Fat Cracker said, "What about a tattoos and review T-shirt?" Yeah, man. So we're gonna have our T-shirt store open up at the beginning of the year. I got some stuff mocked up and ready to go. So hopefully we'll have that. I'm gonna try to do hats, all kinds of different stuff, but we're gonna start with shirts and go from there. And we'll see what happens, man. But don't forget, there will be a new episode out tomorrow, new interview with Tattoo Doug, aka Doug the Thug.
I like Doug the Bug.
Doug the Bug. Yeah, man. I didn't want to put on the thumbnail Doug the Thug because
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna put Tattoo Doug on there, and very cool history lesson of the Pike during the 70s and 80s. He also tattooed in North Carolina with
Jack.
Zeke.
He would have tattooed with Jack in North Carolina, right?
He definitely tattooed with Zeke, and then he had his own shop that he sold to Jack Armstrong and Susie McCabe.
Mhm.
And then went back to California for a while, and now he's been set up in Texas for quite some time, probably the early '90s or whatever. But a really cool guy, man. And it's like I said, man, just give the episode a little minute to breathe, man, and you'll see that he's got some really good stories and a lot of good information in there, dude. So if you want to know about some of that history, dude, you should definitely check it out. What's up, Tantrum? What's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. That's cool, man. We got some people coming back. You know, got some people coming back. They want to be a part of the community, dude. I figured it was going to be slow tonight because the Battle of Pennsylvania with footballs tonight. It's the Eagles and the Steelers are playing today. So
Is that the game with the home runs?
yeah.
God, I hate sports.
Hey man, I love football. I just don't. I haven't been watching it, so I don't have the
I mean, I
time.
played football in high school, but I'm not a sports guy at all.
Sarah said, "These were some fantastic ideas. I'd love if someone got me a tattoo gift certificate." Dude, you can't go wrong.
You cannot go wrong.
Cannot go wrong. But we have one more episode before Christmas. So next Sunday will be our episode right before Christmas. And we hope we see you all next week. We hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And we will catch you all next Sunday.
Stay safe, everybody. Be
Have a
good.
week.